Breaking news. Major update for Social Security beneficiaries in the U.S. Huge benefits increase on the way. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. We bring you fantastic news today that will surely brighten your day, especially for the millions of people who rely on Social Security in the United States. Stay tuned till the very end of this video because you won't want to miss this groundbreaking development out of Washington, D.C., and how it's going to impact the wallets of over 70 million Social Security beneficiaries. This is a game changer, folks. Today, we've got excellent news that many have been waiting for, not just for months, but for years, and in some cases, even decades. For too long, Social Security checks have barely covered the bills for those who rely on them. But today, that's about to change. We'll get into the details shortly, but first don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and it helps us tremendously. Now, let's dive into the heart of the matter, friends. The moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. After years of struggle, uncertainty, and persistent requests for better financial support, Social Security beneficiaries in the United States can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Yes, you heard that right today. Major changes are on the horizon that will result in significantly higher Social Security checks for millions of Americans. For those who don't know, Social Security checks are supposed to provide a lifeline for retirees, disabled individuals, and surviving family members. However, for years, these checks have been inadequate. Many recipients have been living on the edge, barely able to cover basic living expenses. Despite countless petitions, protests, and appeals to Congress and the federal government, the benefits remain stagnant. The public's calls for help were largely ignored, but not anymore. In a stunning turn of events, President Donald Trump, yes, you heard that correctly, has stepped in and is taking direct action to ensure that Social Security benefits are increased in a major way. You might be wondering, how is this possible? Well, here's how it all unfolded. For the past few weeks, Congress has been in the process of voting on a bill that would significantly increase the amount of money flowing to Social Security beneficiaries. This bill had the potential to change the lives of tens of millions of people. But, just as it seemed like the law was on the verge of passing, it hit a roadblock. Two Republican congressmen blocked the legislation at the last minute, leaving millions of beneficiaries hanging in the balance. But here's the twist: President Trump, who has long promised to bolster Social Security benefits for Americans, refused to accept this outcome. He made it clear that he wasn't going to sit idly by while his fellow party members obstructed the bill. In an unprecedented move, President Trump pressured Congress to act swiftly, and today, the tide has turned. This morning, the new president-elect called for an emergency session to pass the legislation, signaling that it's time to take immediate action. According to insiders, Trump issued a clear mandate to congressional leaders, "We cannot waste another minute. We need to ensure that our citizens, especially those who rely on Social Security, receive the full benefits they deserve." And that's exactly what's going to happen. Here's the breakdown of what's about to happen. This new bill will address several critical issues within the Social Security system. First and foremost, it will restore full benefits to individuals who have had their Social Security checks reduced due to other pension income. Under current law, many individuals who receive additional government pensions, whether from state or local governments, are penalized, and their Social Security benefits are reduced. That's about to change. The new law will ensure that people receive their full Social Security payments without deductions, which translates into a significant increase in monthly checks. But that's not all. The new bill also eliminates a controversial provision known as the windfall elimination provision. This provision has been the source of frustration for many beneficiaries who also receive pensions from employers that didn't withhold Social Security taxes. Under the current system, these individuals see a reduction in their Social Security benefits, often leaving them with less than they need to survive. That's another obstacle that the new legislation will remove. By repealing this rule, beneficiaries will no longer face penalties for receiving pensions from certain sources, ensuring that they receive the full benefits they are entitled to. Now, let's talk about what this means for you. If you're one of the millions of Americans who rely on Social Security checks each month, you're about to see a significant increase in the money you take home. The bill, which is expected to pass very soon, will result in higher checks across the board for all Social Security recipients. For some, this increase could be substantial, offering a much-needed financial boost. This is especially crucial given the current economic climate. With inflation, rising costs of living, and the economic uncertainty many are facing, this increase couldn't come at a better time. This morning, we received confirmation from sources within Congress that the new bill is already gaining momentum. Over 300 members of Congress, both Republicans and Democrats, have thrown their support behind this bill, which means that it's very likely to pass in the coming days. Even Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has come out in favor of this crucial piece of legislation, but it wasn't always this way. Just a few weeks ago, as we mentioned earlier, 2 Republican leaders tried to block the bill, using procedural tactics to delay its passage. Their actions sparked outrage among many Americans who depend on Social Security, and it seems that President Trump was among the first to call them out. Sources say that he made it clear, if we want to maintain the trust of the American people, we need to deliver on our promises. For millions of people across the United States, these Social Security checks represent more than just financial support. They represent dignity, stability, and the ability to live without constant worry about how to pay for necessities. This new legislation will allow many families to stop struggling and start thriving once again. It's a victory not just for those on Social Security, but for all Americans who believe in fair and just financial support for our most vulnerable citizens. This is a new chapter for Social Security in the United States. The reforms promised by President Trump are coming to fruition, and the American people can be confident that their government is listening, responding, and acting in their best interest. As we head into the final days of this legislative session, all signs point toward a swift passage of this bill. And when it passes, beneficiaries across the country will begin to see those bigger checks in their bank accounts. Imagine what you could do with a little extra money in your pocket, whether it's covering medical expenses, helping with your rent or mortgage, or just having more freedom to enjoy life. In short, this is a major victory for Social Security recipients. The bill will increase benefits, eliminate unfair reductions, and ensure that millions of people receive the full financial support they deserve. For many, this means a brighter, more secure future. So stay tuned, folks, because this is only the beginning of a new era for Social Security in the United States. As always, thank you for watching. If you found this update helpful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this news with your friends and family. We'll keep you informed as more developments unfold. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for the latest updates.